I don't care for your personal backstory or any of your personal business. You're here for a job. Now, if you don't have anything else for me, leave my room. I have many things to think about.
As you wish, sir. I turn around and kind of just nonchalantly pass by the bodyguard, make sure letting him know that I'm not worried about him at all.
He sort of stares you down as he opens the door for you, and then just closes the door behind you as you leave, and make sure he's like out and watching you as you go down the stairs. We're gonna. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to Cullen. What do you want to do? You're gonna find a little quiet corner.
Actually, I'm gonna go look for chalk and some candles, and try to build a prayer circle wheel to kind of really help focus my spiritual energies. You know, the ones that I would see my father make all the time.
I feel like you would have probably carried that on your person at some point. So I feel like you probably would have had some.
Alright, so I want to go ahead and draw one on the floor that I'm going to be sitting in.
As soon as you do that, the cleric woman sort of comes up to you and just says, "If you wouldn't mind at least holding that off until many of my work is done, I don't want to disturb any of your energies, and many of my healing energies still being maintained in this area, so potentially in the hallway with the rest of the guards or something else."
Okay. I'm gonna appease her and kind of we'll walk to like under the stairs, like because the stairs go up, right?
Yeah, you could probably find a way to like a little closet area underneath the stairs to go to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to there and kind of corner myself off.
Currently stocked
candles,
with many of the spare armors and stuff for many of the wounded soldiers. You find your way to find a little area to sit on top of a crate with spare crossbow ammunition, and you sit down. What do you want to do? You make a little prayer wheel on the ground.
Yeah, and for this, I'm gonna take my boots off and my gloves, make sure that my hands are touching when I'm meditating.
All right.
But by meditating, I'm just praying basically to at this point.
Well, what are you praying? Like, what is your prayer? Say
He
your
doesn't know
prayer.
yet.
If you don't know your
He doesn't
prayer,
know what he's praying.
If you don't know it, then you can't pray yet.
Yeah, how you gonna pray for something you don't know what it is?
You're just sitting there like, God, I don't know what I'm praying for, but I'm praying for something. Oh, give me a miracle!
I don't care which miracle. Give me a miracle.
The baby pops out. This isn't what a man. Your water bottle, your last water bottle that you have turns into wine. No, I was so thirsty.
Man, it's literally playing roulette with the gods.
Okay, I've got something. It was for later on, but a piece of it can be used for now.
Give me 2 minutes.
Alright.
What happened?
He said give him 2 minutes.
He just disappeared.
Who did?
Brando.
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys come here often?
Too much, apparently.
Oh. Hero,
What's that?
I was gonna ask you something today.
What's that?
Didn't you tell me, like, a week or two ago that you were gonna come fucking get me or we were going to go on a trip for some reason?
What are you talking about going?
I don't remember where we were talking about going, but it had something to do with weed.
I'm back.
California, maybe?
No, not California. It wasn't that far away. It was, maybe
No
like
cow.
Ohio?
No cow.
No, not Ohio. I don't remember, but like
SoCal.
a couple. I don't remember, but like a couple weeks ago, you were like, "Hey, you know, make sure you're available, because in like a couple weeks, I'm gonna come get you, and we're gonna go do something."
Are we gonna do
I
something
have
now?
no idea. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 15 minutes left.
All right.
Okay.
So Corvus, what'd you get?
Um,
What'd you get for your prayer?
cool. Okay, so he's gonna pray. At this point, he's a Solono, so he's like, okay, before I start this, because I want to do this in role playing, but I need to confirm things I need to know.
All right.
So, Solono's entity is his man or woman? I'm not sure.
Female.
I don't remember. Female. Okay.
Son, mother.
Okay. Okay, so he's gonna pray, and his prayer is, Lady of Justice, I'm not a fleeting soul that is begging for salvation at this point to you like normally. Most of your people are. I'm pleading to use your power to help bring Hammer of Justice down again.
Are your eyes closed during this?
Yes.
As you begin this prayer and as you begin to go through it, you feel the air around you grow cold. And any of the surrounding darkness from like any of the surrounding darkness being fought off by any of the candles or anything like that seems to have faded away in your eyelids. All goes black, all goes cold. Do you want to continue any prayer? Do you have anything else that you want to say?
No, that's what his prayer is, and he's just gonna wait for a response at that point. Like, he's just kind of hoping he hears something.
The only thing you hear is the faint rustle of wind on your ears. A stiff, cold wind.
Wind, or is that wind? Like, is that wind?
You feel the wind, that's all you feel. Do you open your eyes?
No. No, but I'm going to investigate the wind.
You just feel a wind surrounded
It's
by.
wind, bro.
You're surrounded
Like,
by
am I
a
feeling
cold.
a draft?
It's you feel wind, bro. I don't.
Hey, the most important thing right now is you're not talking to yourself.
You feel somebody's breath on the back of your neck. I don't know what you want to get from me, bro.
Like,
Man, clicked X
Okay.
to investigate. It wasn't satisfied. Clicked it again.
like,
You would literally save scum just
When
to
the
get the
candle-
investigation check. That would mean literally nothing and that you wouldn't already know.
okay.
Uh,
Let me rephrase my question then, before we talk about the draft. Am I asleep, and where am I?
do you open your eyes?
No.
Then I can't tell you.
I can only tell you that you're surrounded by darkness with your eyes closed and you're cold.
Okay. At that point, then once I become cold, yes, I will open my eyes.
Bam, you've been cold this whole time. Congratulations, that your eyes are open. All right. Back in. Holy shit, dude.
Achievement unlocked. Open eyes.
Oh, man's the kind of player that never like linked the first shrine in Dark Souls. You know,
I don't
there's
think I did that.
you know what's crazy?
What?
There's actually a percent of players that have gotten like certain like achievements and stuff without even completing the tutorial. Like there's a number of players that have never beaten the tutorial in Helldivers.
Yeah, you can do that in a lot of games if you can just skip the tutorial. Just turn and go the other direction.
And that's what I feel like you were just trying to do. You were trying to skip the tutorial.
No, I was thinking like, was I in like another realm, like another form? Like, was I in astral projection
When you
mode?
open your eyes, you were in a forest. Surrounded by snow. In front of a cabin. Your hand on the doorknob. A broken window on the other side. The shadowy figure from your dream gone. There is still a campfire down the bottom of this little hill where this house is at. However, your hand is on this doorknob. You remember putting your hand on this doorknob before you woke up. What do you do?
I had a reason I was putting my hand on the doorknob, so I'm gonna keep putting my hand on the doorknob.
Do you remember the
from
dream
all the
this was
door.
connected to?
Yeah, I'm figuring it's for this. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
opening
okay.
the door.
I just wanted to make sure that you remember. So you open
Yeah.
the door. The room is dark. Many of the shelving is broken. Any books or knickknacks that were on them shattered against the floor and scattered. There's a sofa in the corner that's been broken in half and left to rot. There's a table that's been the same way, but yet there's a single rocking
Yeah.
chair in the corner of the room. And as soon as you pass the threshold of the doorway, and the shadows fill the room and fill your eyes, you see the shadowy figure return.
Okay.
A hooded figure. That's all you can make out. Sitting in this rocking chair, rocking back and forth with his legs crossed. He does not acknowledge your presence.
Alright.
What do you do?
Do I recognize them at all?
No. All you can
Like,
make
can
out
I-
is that it's a hooded figure. If you wish to make a perception check, it would be at disadvantage, as this is a very powerful darkness that not even night vision would be able to pierce.
Who are you?
He does not acknowledge your presence again.
I'm gonna walk to the darkness at this point. Face to face at this point.
You're gonna walk towards the shadowy figure.
Yeah.
As you sort of step further into the room, the light outside grows. The fire appears to be closer. The campfire that you saw off in the distance, that was on the opposite path, seems to have now been placed almost just outside the door. But do you wish to continue towards do you wish to continue towards the shadows?
Yeah, he's gonna continue toward the shadows.
You walk towards the shadows, and suddenly you feel like you're falling.
No.
What do you want to do?
Am I at peace with...
You just suddenly get the feeling that
Like,
you're falling, like at an extreme rate. Do you want to do anything in particular, or
Am
do you
I
just want to let it fall?
tumbling, or am I tumbling, or just like straight dive down? Like, am I spinning?
You're not spinning at all, no. You're just falling.
He's not gonna do anything. I mean, falling from 10 feet is still gonna hurt me either way.
So you're just going to accept it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hold on. I gotta think.
Dun, 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 dun.
The only thing that you get is a feeling of questioning. Not from you questioning, but as if something's questioning you. You feel as though you're being interrogated as you're falling.
Like I'm being looked at. Huh. Can I try to see what's looking at me to see if I can see what's looking at it?
You're just surrounded by darkness. You just feel like you're being interrogated. You can see nothing else. You just feel like you're falling. Do you wish to call out to the darkness?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna call out to the darkness.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna assume the darkness is still point. Because I mean, that's where his head is. Let's see. I gotta thank myself. So if you don't save my soul, at least help me figure out a path. Set me on the way to find the Hammer of Justice too.
A voice fills your mind. It sounds like your voice. Almost like your conscience, right? And
Right.
it says, "You ask now to seek the Hammer of Justice. Yet you shunned away from your duties the entire way up to this point. Every opportunity you've been given, you've turned your cheek, looked away from the Hammer of Justice, from Solonuo's light. You don't deserve her power. You don't deserve her justice. You could barely stop someone from robbing innocent civilians. Why do you think you could stop a great evil from committing any kind of atrocity? You would just feed it.
Would feed it the hammer.
And then you wake up on your knees, still powerless."
Okay. Am I sweating at this point? Like,
I imagine so. I imagine you'd be in like a cold sweat sort of state.
okay.
Waking up from a nightmare sort of thing.
Yeah. How long did we think I was out? How long did all this happen? Like, how much candle burned out while I was talking to
The
them?
candle seems like you just lit it.
Okay.
If you had lit a candle for your right, it seems like you had just lit it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's wild.
It was. It was wild.
As you sort of step out of your little broom closet, you then see a little rat sort of scurry across the ground holding a little black pouch, a little jingle in it, and you see it hop over to Maverick. A couple moments later, Corvus seems to walk out of the upstairs room, a little smirk on his face. And you all sort of congregate together. What do you want to do? Do you guys want to cut it there since it is time for Wolf to go to bed? Make this one just a short session?
Yeah.
Alright. We all got a
The
little bit
only
of
I want
something
to
done.
add. Yeah, the only thing I want to add is before we finish that and before we cut record, he's gonna shake his head at Corvus, like it didn't work.
Like what?
Like it didn't work.
He's telling me like
Yeah.
I tried it, didn't work.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not telling Maverick yet because Maverick doesn't need to know that I don't have magic yet.
Right, I get you. Alright, so with that, we're going to go ahead and cut it.